details tonight in a 40-year-old murder mystery. The prime suspect in the unsolved murder of E.C. Mullendore died just a few hours ago. Mullendore was beaten and shot to death on his ranch in Osage County back in 1970. At the time, Mullendore had the most expensive life insurance policy in the nation, $17 million, which led to endless speculation and rumors. News on 6 crime reporter Lori Fulbright has exclusive new information about Chubb Anderson's role in that crime. Lori?
Well, Terry, Chubb Anderson was a ranch hand and bodyguard for Mullendore and was there during the murder, was even shot in the arm. He has never been charged in this case, but people have been after him for years to tell what really happened that night. A lot of people hoped Chubb would finally reveal the truth before his death. But now that he appears, he's taken that secret to the grave.
Been much said about it, much wrote about it, and you're the one that knows what happened.
Author Dale Lewis shot this interview between former Osage County Sheriff George Wyman and Chubb Anderson in 2009. It was only the second time the two men had met face to face. The Mullendore murder happened on the sheriff's watch, and not solving it has always stuck with him. He hoped by promising Anderson no jail time, he would finally learn the truth of that dark, mysterious night at the Crossbell Ranch so long ago.
And we're here to make a deal with you.
Well, I'm afraid you're late.
Late?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take that to my grave with me, George. It's just going to be one of them deals that gets unsolved.
Dale Lewis says during his years of research for a book he's writing about the case, Chubb did tell him what happened that night and who was involved. Dale was even called before a recent multi-county grand jury to share what he knew, but no indictments were issued. Anderson lived a life as an outlaw, wanted in Oklahoma and Kansas, avoiding capture by living in Montana under a fake name for 17 years until he was finally arrested and brought back. His kidneys are failing, and despite death looming and pleas for him to reveal the truth and make peace with his maker, he still resists.
You got to put yourself in my shoes. You know, I've existed all these years by keeping my mouth shut about that. And that's just the way I want to live it.
Osage County District Attorney Larry Stewart told me this afternoon he thought the case would never be prosecuted if Chubb died without confessing to law enforcement. I asked him about the taped statements that Chubb gave to Dale Lewis, but the DA says those statements were inconsistent and Chubb's mental health wasn't the best, so he just thinks this case will remain unsolved. We've provided a link to Dale Lewis's website where you can watch more of these clips of the sheriff's interview with Chubb. That's at newson6.com. Lori Fulbright.
The Mullendore murder mystery. The murder of E.C. Mullendore III remains one of the most unsolved cases in Oklahoma history. On September 26, 1970, E.C. was shot in the forehead at his home on the Crossbell Ranch, which was the largest ranch in Osage County. The only person present at the time, Damon Chubb Anderson, keep that name in mind, was considered the prime suspect. Despite extensive investigations and numerous theories, including mafia involvement, insurance policy speculation, no charges were ever filed against Chubb Anderson. The case has been the subject of numerous books and documentaries and efforts to solve it, and continue to be a topic of interest and speculation. Now, E.C. Mullendore III, Eugene Claremont, E.C. Mullendore III, October 26, 1937 to September 26, 1970, was an heir to one of the largest cattle ranches in Oklahoma. And his death was one of the biggest topics in Oklahoma history. We're about to approach the grave of Damon Chubb Anderson. His grave is located at Robbins Cemetery in southeast Kansas. And this is the final resting place of Damon Chubb Anderson. And I assume this is his wife that's not here yet. Damon Chubb Anderson was in a lot of trouble in other areas also. He has very much a criminal background. And it would continue to be that way till he was a much older man. Until he would pass away in 2010. But Damon Chubb Anderson is the prime suspect in rancher millionaire E.C. Mullendore. I want to thank everybody for watching. You can find this story online. A lot of information on it. I'll probably post a small news video with it showing Chubb Anderson and an interview about the situation where he declared that he'll probably just go to his grave with him what really happened. He pretty much admitted that he'd done the murder. They just didn't have enough evidence to prosecute him and arrest him for the murder. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Raj on Film. Appreciate it, everyone watching.